All right, so back to what we were saying. And we kind of hit a jackpot right here, man. So a lot of y'all been asking me about the wiring and everything, man. And I know a lot of y'all, y'all know how I am, straightforward. So y'all know how I do business. Whenever y'all call me and y'all wanting these panoramic roofs and all this other stuff, and y'all ordering them, I have to wire them. Y'all know, I mean, you got to pay to play. So with that being said, Jared, when you get into the wire and all, do you now break that down for us when you say wiring? Do you like buy the Holly setup, or do you just use like what comes with the vehicles?
Typically, I can do anything from custom built harnesses between all the wiring and pieces, or I can typical Holly installs. If they don't want to spend the money on a custom wiring harness, then
Yeah.
we can get a Holly. I can wire all of that up, and the custom aftermarket stuff.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit more focused on what Jared got going on now, cause I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to custom, man, if you're gonna go custom, go custom. Not nothing against you, Holly, but we got one right here who actually does it all. So, with your custom wire harnesses, give us a little bit more detail on that. As far as does the customer have to tell you what they want or what they're trying to do, or uh,
Typically on something like custom, I can add to your race car shop travel, anything from I've done custom fuel sending units for a methanol car that had 10-gallon tank in the rear to fill up a front tank, and it will actually do it itself. I monitor it in the Holly, the level through the sending unit, and it automatically fills as he's driving.
okay,
So just for a little street car stuff, anywhere from I've done air ride, street car, race car, sensors everywhere, whatever you want.
and man, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I'm like, I'm gonna just turn this thing around one more time, man, just to let y'all see. Y'all better bring the bag whenever y'all trying to get in contact with him. You know what I'm saying? I follow him on Facebook, Jared Tucker. Y'all can follow him on Facebook. Do you have an Instagram?
I do. It is Fastlane Fab
All
on
right.
Instagram.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that right down here someplace so y'all can actually go follow him and see now I can follow him. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just following him on Facebook or whatnot, but I had a lot of close associates that I would always bump into, and I ran into this guy, man. Sean, and you gonna beat me up for calling your name on camera, but I'm no last names. This guy named Sean pulled up, man, with a SS Trailblazer, and the thing sounds so good. Like y'all know the story, man. My son dragged me back into it, and what better car to give him than the car my dad gave me? So that's how we ended up with some of these projects right here, man. But right now I'm gonna let Jared kind of, if he wants to, man, show y'all around and on some of the things he's kind of working on. And I know it's a little tedious with that because when you in people's shop, you actually have customer cars, and he can give y'all some little details on interior and stuff like that, but we're not gonna break too much down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can check out the rear end in this one. We put a narrowed 8.8 with 9-inch ends in it. I basically cut the whole trunk pan out of the car, remounted the fuel pumps, the fuel cell, made the lower control arms, built and braced the 8.8, strange brakes. We fit a 15 by 12 with a 2810.5 bracket radial, and had some custom valved Mincer Motorsports
Gotcha.
coilovers.
So this person right here, you can tell by everything they got on this car, they play big.
Yeah, so and that's when I'm installing a Holly 7-inch dash, so we can data log all the sensors.
Gotcha.
Even though it's a blow through pro charged carbureted setup.
Gotcha.
And this one's is a Holly Dominator system with a fuel injected LS with I believe it's an 80 millimeter turbo on this one.
Now, what exactly is this right here? Because I'm looking at this car, and I'm a car guy now. When I walked in, now I wanted to say a Chevelle, but it kind of threw me off.
This one's a 67 Impala.
A 67 Impala? Woo. Y'all see how sweet this thing is, man? The color on it is nice. Any info on who does the painting and stuff?
This one came to me like it sits right now. I'm
Gotcha.
just in the middle of taking this one apart and
Gotcha.
kind of working all the bugs out of it, adding a fuel system. Typically, I get the ones that need a little bit of work.
Yeah. So y'all already know, man, and I guess this is, y'all know how I always said, this just God sent. I found somebody a little closer to home. Nothing against you other guys, you know, that I deal with, but I found somebody a little closer to home, man. I'm gonna give y'all a little up close on this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give y'all too much. Y'all can see they working everything on the dash. The interior is sweet. I don't know who done that, but man.
So yeah, that's
Mounted up right on the wheels and everything.
this one mounted a glass nose. This one's a F2 blown Pro Charger car, crank driven, tube nose or tube front ends. Converting this car to complete Holly.
Okay.
Coil on plug. It's a small block Ford, and this was a slick car getting converted to a radial setup. And this one I did it was a ladder bar car and putting back to stock suspension. So that's why I'm in the middle of mocking up the whole rear end in this thing.
Gotcha.
But it's a pretty neat little setup in it. It's all adjustable boxes in it. Having to redo same thing on this one. It's a floor pan that's getting cut out. Coilovers mounted. The torque boxes are replaced with the Mirrorlat adjustable torque boxes. That's same thing with the rear end. I put lower and upper control arm mounts on it. Built